we're going down yonder for the next one. This is the 2021 Brown Hill Estate, the Golden Horseshoe from Margaret River.
Yes. So yes, we're traveling into the southern hemisphere and really very far off, into Australia. We're going into Western Australia. So this is really at the end of the continent. It's actually a line that divides this region, and it is then surrounded on three sides by water. So really, really influenced by that cool ocean climate, and producing really some of the most outstanding Chardonnays in the world.
Well, not only Chardonnays, but Margaret River has come to prominence amongst the connoisseurs of the wine world, if you will. They have excellent wines and well awarded by all of us and critics and you name it. Have certainly a place in the table. This is a reserve Chardonnay, which I'm inclined to think there's a little bit of oak going on here. What is the oak regimen?
So this Chardonnay is made, it's 100% barrel fermentation. So they create it in that barrel used oak, but it gives some of that depth and some of that richness to the wine.
There is, I don't know, my head goes all over the place. There's a little bit of a reduction, which is beautiful, almost that kiss of, bone, Burgundian kind of touch. I'm not exaggerating. But also, it has a little flesh in it. It's got a little citrus. It's got a little stone fruits.
Absolutely. You're getting apple skin, lemon peel, really that bright citrus from that cool climate. Again, with that a little bit of that flintiness, that reduction you're mentioning, to give it so much depth and so much character. Very
mouthwatering. I mean, this wine, I'm still salivating from just thinking about it and having it in the palate. Beautiful wine. Anything about Brown Hill Estate we should know?
Well, they're a family-run winery. They're kind of getting into that multi-generational flow of things. And the name, actually, the Golden Horseshoe, has to do with their gold mines very nearby. So similar to California had our gold rush, they did as well. So it's a nod to that.
Beautiful. Pairing-wise, I mean, I know there's some unexpected pairings as far as the theme. What were you thinking?
I'm actually thinking this is really in your wheelhouse, so you'll have to give me the ins and outs of this dish, but we're thinking pastor tacos.
Wow, now you're talking my language. So you get to the stand, there's a giant pastor wheel, just crisping on the outside of marinated pork.
And right at the top of that wheel, traditionally is...
There is a pineapple gets majestically cut by the taco chef, if you will.
And it becomes it becomes the garnish on the taco. And we think that underripe pineapple that's in the wine picks up with the pineapple in the dish, and that kind of that chard from the meat. But this is so cleansing. The little cilantro touches that herbaceousness in the wine. I just think all around... I mean, not that a beer is a bad thing with a taco.
No. There's always a time and place.
But if you want to elevate it...
Wow.
I think thinking outside the box and going down to Margaret River
Chardonnay. You had me at hello. So there is a few places that obviously are definitely on my wheel for pastor tacos that are worth the
And you're going to share them with our audience?
I will
at
not
the risk of
fully.
Those lines getting longer? Okay.
But there is a beautiful place in San Diego with the most beautiful... They have 2 pastor wheels and they're open till 4 in the morning. And they run out every day. However, there is a trick. You bring the bottle in your purse with the little ice pack, and then grab a little, you ask them for a soda, but you don't put soda. And then you actually, table side, you pour the Chardonnay in there. And I will definitely be counting the day to go try that taco with this wine, because I think it would be a phenomenal pairing.